All right, team. So today we are looking at my progress on the Topstep Combine. Now, I'll admit I've been trading pretty small and pretty slow because, as you guys know, my Thinkorswim account is at $150,000 in buying power, and so I don't necessarily need to get funded. But while I don't need to get funded, Topstep is an amazing test of your skill in trading. You know, I think most people that try this are not going to be able to get funded, but the real use of this is testing your skill. It builds you into a better trader. It conditions you to follow rules, and as I've always said, that's one of the most useful aspects of this. I think a lot of people are going to try out these Topstep combines and fail, and that's okay, because if they put up the money themselves, they would lose thousands of dollars trying the same thing. And so it gives you some pressure to succeed, but it's not the full extent of a live account, where in order to trade the same amount of futures that you would need in some of these combines, you're at least going to need $10,000 to $20,000, sometimes more than that. And the real edge of futures is that there's no PDT rule. And so while $10,000 might seem like it's a lot, it's still less than the $25,000 requirement if you want to actively day trade stocks. And the E-mini is essentially the S&P 500, so you can essentially get exposure to stocks in futures without the PDT rule for much less than 25K, which is a really useful aspect of it. Now, my Topstep account has gone pretty slow. I've been very slow and steady with it. We did have a beautiful swing. If you look at the market here yesterday, the market absolutely dumped, and we were able to capitalize on it by taking a pretty big trade. We took 10 to 15 shares of the micro E-mini, so we went up to almost max sizing with this, and luckily the market went in my favor. We broke down majorly from this. You can see one of the reasons I decided to get into this position is because when we had these big rejection candles here, that signifies a lot of weakness, and one of my strategies is just kind of piggybacking off of big weakness candles like this. So when we have 3 or 4 or 2 even really big red candles pushing underneath the volume weighted average price, again, that signifies a lot of weakness, and I try to piggyback off of that and take a short position. And we held that short position for a decent amount of time. We ended up making just under $2,000 on this trade, and so we are green in our Topstep account. We're slowly working with it. Again, there's no pressure on me to do this super quickly, so I'm going to take it slow and steady. But if you want to check out Topstep, I'll include a link in the description. They are a sponsor of mine, so I'm definitely biased in their favor. But like I said, this is just a really useful way to test your skill, give you some pressure to succeed. If you lose and you don't get funded, it's not the end of the world. The base one is less than $140 a month, but if you do get funded, there's a 90% split and a ton of other benefits. So again, I'll include the link in the description. I'm definitely biased in their favor because they are a sponsor of mine. But yeah, check them out. Good luck in the market, guys. We'll see what happens this next week. We got Netflix earnings, Tesla earnings next week, Apple earnings, Google earnings coming up. So we got a lot of big earnings plays that might influence the market. The S&P 500 is sitting, under $4,000 now at around 3,900. So we'll see if we get some good moves. Good luck. Y'all stay safe, and we'll see you all next time.